Today we will present about our presentation for final report about Kaohsiung Smart Port. And last time we already talked about the status of Kaohsiung infrastructure development, and we already talked about the history of Kaohsiung Port, about the global investment link with more than 130 global routes connect Kaohsiung Port with the other part of the world. And the geography as a great report about the location of Kaohsiung Port in Taiwan, between the Taiwan Strait and Pacific Channel. They make some benefit in the natural location. And we already talked about the structure of the Kaohsiung Port with around 19% in the water area and the other in the land area. With the throughput is more than 400 million freight ton loaded annually. And beside the container, they have a bulk operation with 95.6 million ton of bulk cargo capacity per year. The structure with the dual entrance channel agitators, with the first one in the north with 12.5 meters and the narrow passage 130 wide. The others in the second entrance is with 17.5 meters and 250 meters wide, with the effective wide more than 180. The functional zoning is with some color, with the orange is a primary zone for container terminal termination configuration. The secondary zone is an industrial area, port administration, logistics, and warehouse. And specified facility in the brown with the history ports, CPR Taiwan Tower Corp and CPC Corporation. CPC is Chinese Petroleum Corporation. And the ecosystem. And in the boards right now, in the scaling for the mega vessel area with the terminal number 7 upgrade. It's officially common full operation in July 2024 after 2 phase and 4-year project. And right now, it's built to cater to shipping, international shipping trends with unprecedented ability to simultaneously berth for 24,000 TEUs mega container vessel, significantly boosting total port capacity. Right now, is the Kaohsiung Port is a digital infrastructure with 5G integration, IoT terminal, and operation output is the digital facility provide a highly convenient automated warehouse services and seamless facility management. About the hinterland, for connect to the hinterland of the Kaohsiung Port, we have Kaohsiung Port have a robust road transportation network, featuring 3 existing major highways linking to the north and south of Taiwan directly to the port. And already have a project is about the National Highway number 7. It's a specific corridor is designed to offshore and support the immense cargo volume generated by the new terminals 6 and 7, as you see in the table. And it's a chart of the government for operation. And we already talked about the current situation of Kaohsiung Smart Port. What we have inside, we have this from the post community system PCS from the GIPC. PCS is a neutral and collaborative digital platform that facilitates the real-time exchange of data and information among public and private stakeholders and involve the port and terminal operation. It's a difference between with the PCS and without the PCS. And GIPC Smart Port is focused in 4 main characteristics. It's about the operation safety, operational efficiency, service quality, and sustainability. For the safety, they create a vessel navigation smart assisting, smart monitoring, and identify vessel detection. Efficiency, they apply the 3D smart operation platform high automatic container terminal, and smart dynamic port information. Focus in number 3, quality. They apply the marine weather instant response, real-time port tracking information, and the last one, sustainability, for they focus on smart energy management, digital transport, incentive. We already talked about the navigation warning S system of Kaohsiung Port. It's an intelligent sign marking the first to carriers, but must be public and displayed on the sea charts or vessel, and the third county coastal danger zone is obstacles and protect areas, along with act as guide ship safety into ports such as buoy, light, signal, and mooring market. And this is the buoy system of Kaohsiung Port. The second is the intelligent navigation warning assistance system for the ship. JBC has set up the vessel traffic service, VTS. It's a center at 7 international ports, including Kaohsiung, and 2 domestic ports to monitor the ship movement and marine weather, ensuring safe navigation and reduce collision risks. It is some function of the intelligent navigation warning and assistance system for speeding warning, yard warning, a rapid raging anchor, and a vessel collision warning, dock collision warning for the instruction warning and sensor integration. Here are some details about this system with the integration of more than 2,700 CCTV camera across on the port to ensure absolute visual coverage. With electronic fences and AI image recognition, avoiding high-risk tower, and some AI cross-check protocol. And in the yard, we have some monitoring engine. Combined with the CCTV, they can create an electronic fence over key infrastructure. And you can see this will recognize the wrong location of the vehicle. With the AI cross-check, they have some vessel detected by radar and AI CCTV. And also they apply a 3D smart operation management platform. With a visual interface, they create a 3D building model with the integrated real-time wind and wave data directly on the port infrastructure platform. The survey, we have you can see some color line. It's a color map of the underground public pipeline to enable exact position and prevent issuing accidents. And the other in the underwater for the calculated risk problem for safe navigation. And the other is the other picture of this. With the survey quality, they create a marine weather system to provide this instant operational parameters and early warning for the pilots and tugboat based on real-time marine condition. About a smart dynamic board, they have a real-time bird assignment like this: water depth, navigation channel control, and port area event notice integrated into the one screen. Kaohsiung already used the automatic land for the truck. With this system, it can automatically identify vehicles types and license plates with over 95% accuracy. And it's just 10 seconds in the port gate to eliminating the manual check and cutting carbon emission by around 3 tons annually. It's an AI system to recognition all the truck ID, about the seal and about the damage in the container damage. Something to read about the container terminal number 7, about the scale, the infrastructure, the berth length with more than 2.5 kilometers. Besides in the stevedoring operations efficiency, we already talked about remote control with the sharp brand, about the CY brand, and about the HUV inside the container number 7. And this is a remote automated branch brand. We talked about the benefit when you use the remote automatic brand, and we have a comparison between this one is the old version. About the HEV, we already talk about the flex, HEV flex in the Kaohsiung port. We already discussed about a regulation for loading and unloading container on a bridge grant with some is a working process from when the container unloading from the vessel, and we have some instant capture to record the picture of the container, about the container number, seal, and damage. This is in the software. And previous slides in the port gate. And Kaohsiung Port already applied the information and communication technology in the between for the connecting with the other stakeholder. It integrates port, terminal, warehousing, building, and payment operation. It's sharing a unified database across all port for seamless agency connectivity. And decided about how new application is a platform digital info flow between the transport company and the container yard, enabling pre-declaration and instant feedback to reduce checkpoint delay, minimize error, and optimize driver task planning with real-time yard insight. In the future, for the sustainability, Kaohsiung Port already use autonomous drone logistics to reschedule to automatic supply growth, replace traditional fuel heavy logistic vessel for small cargo, slashing operation costs, and localize the emission. About the energy management, we have the smart energy management for centralized monitoring the port-wide resource consumption to rise zero emission sustainability goal across the on-terminal operation. And here, part two, analyze the cause of digital transformation technology problem of the Kaohsiung Port. The first one about the port operation, they still reliant on the manual process and paper document. Number two is concern over information security and trade secret. Normal company want to share their business story in the application, right? And the recommendation of application and device for driver. Too much application, big port up of one application is too complicated with the driver, truck driver. And long investment payback periods. When you want to have to apply some technology system, you have to pay a lot of money. But the time you return your money is too long. With labor force, Kaohsiung Port now stays to the shortage of the manpower, difficult attracting young workers. And we will talk about this in the next part. And the challenge in adapting to automatic environment and the lengthened training periods for specialized personnel is some position in the operating room is need some high skill, high technology knowledge, and shortage of digital transportation talent and digital skill. Labor shortage and high risk position. We are now finished number 3, review and evaluation the gap with the paperless operation, the cross-industry connectivity is still limited, the data exchange standard requires improvement, and talk about workforce and organization challenge, overall evolution is infrastructure, upgrading, smart platform development, and port safety monitoring. In the future, reality right, maybe cross-system integration, data standardization, stakeholder collaboration, and workforce training. Number 4, this is a main part today. We analyze the advantage and disadvantage of the present smart port. With the advantage of present smart port history, we have 5 main advantages. The first one, Kaohsiung Port has the high infrastructure upgraded and capacity expansion situation. Number 2 is already finished in digitalization, automation, and high-tech integration. Number 3 is about the intelligent logistic coordination and gate management. Number 4 is smart navigation and vessel operation. And number 5 already have a green port initiative and sustainability. About infrastructure, Kaohsiung Port have the deep water berth development Backed by the government support, the port has developed the container number 7 with a new deep water berth and super post-Panamax crane to accommodate ultralight container vessel. And number 2, capacity of scalability. The expansion project, particular phase 2 to the container 7, is backed by around 90 billion commitment from the TIPC and at 2.0 billion TEUs in the annual handling capacity. It's aiming to close the performance gap with recent rivals like Singapore and Busan. It's about the competitive ability of Kaohsiung Port with higher. Number 2, digitalization, automation, and high-tech integration. With the next generation smart port, we successfully deploy an integrated ecosystem, combine AI, 5G, and IoT, HEV, and automated cargo handling equipment. We have a remote operation. You can see it's a control loading and load equipment significantly minimized. One-side human intervention slashing labor cost while drastically improving occupational safety. And in the future, we use drone deployment to conduct the second trial in unnamed aerial vehicle to deliver small supply from the source to vessel, reducing reliance on service boat and optimizing operation costs. About intelligent logistic coordination and gate management, already have a smart dispatch system 168 and Kaohsiung. And with the AI power gauge control with the OCR technology to record the container situation. About the smart navigation and bus operation, we already used the Transmat 2.0 Plus. It's support for the navigation in utilize real-time current and bus speed data to alert ship of potential collision risks. It's a benefit for flash tracking when integrated GPS tracking for truck for minimize waiting time and reduce fueling emissions. With the core value the ongoing Sense Smart 2.0 Plus blueprint concentrate heavily on 4 pillars. One is occupational safety, operational efficiency, service quality, and sustainable development. And with the green port, we have a carbon footprint reduction when we use this program. It's mitigated up to 200,000 tons of carbon emission annually and improve local air quality good. Mandating alternative marine power system to replace a DSM engine when ship are burst. Electrify steering, bird handling equipment, and adopting solar energy. Enforcing vessel speed reduction program which import water and deploying marine oil pollution sensor. And that's what I have in the advantage, and next is a disadvantage from there. Thanks.
Next one, talking about the weakness and challenge, and this is our table compare. The first one is physical infrastructure and geographical understanding, and the first one is depth and its illumination. Fourth, channel number 2 is restricted to use of only 17 meters, preventing fully laden 24,000 teams radar ships from entering without waiting for the time. Graduating to 80 meters is currently still due to ongoing environment impact assessment with completion delay until at least 2028. And the second one is fragment exceeding out. Older pole long suffer from a lack of deeper water bursts and absolute equipment and deficit of hinterland space. Spatial regulation with protect chemical industry zone and fishing port, prevent uniform equipment configuration, dragging down efficiency and dragging out costs. And number two is system fragmentation and data sharing barriers. Because lack of a single government administrative system operating the soil as independent disjoint platform. And number two is area of port community system. Carrier and shipping lines refuse to share data on unified platform due to pre-commercial confidentiality concerns. Therefore, TIPC operate purely as business entity and lack the legal power to mandate private enterprise to surround their operational data or physical lines. And this one is app regulation for drivers. And terminal operate and shipping line level is on the page. And transport drivers working across terminal routes plus constant juggle multiple apps increase learning curves and displays the adoption rate. And three part is semi-digital plans and operational workflow. And the first one is pre-system enable barriers because the delivery order and container packages remain heavily dependent on paper because many containers upload QR code scanner. Additionally, custom regulation require that paper record be kept for 2 years for the purpose. This force manual data entry at checkpoints causing administrative delay and data congestion. The next one is lack of dedicated infrastructure for pre-declared. Despite in app allowing drivers to pre-declare data, but container yard have failed to establish dedicated lane for pre-declared vehicles and severely capping the actual time-saving benefit. The next one, severe talent shortage and brain drain. The first one is high staff shortage. 67% of port operators face a critical shortage of IT and automation specialized needs to maintain the new system, like senior automation engineer positions, and remain vacant for average of 95 to 120 days. And the next one is aging workforce. 34% of licensed marine energy engineers and 41% of terminal managers are over the age of 15 years old. And local university and trade school are only about 120 related per year. Making just 60% of the port workforce replacement. And then intense internal and external competition. And the first one is about the port is losing a large number of electrical and chemicals engineers and semiconductor industry, like 金属高台中。The company offers a base salary 20 to 25% higher than the base salary, plus stock award. Furthermore, the development of offshore wind powers in Taichung since 2022 has attracted nearby 340 marine engineers. And which one is international? Competitive hubs like Singapore offer 30% to 40% higher salaries for people. support management positions in Taiwan and have lower income tax rate, leading to the great drain of mid-level leadership talent. And next one is dependence on the foreign supplier. The shortage of domestic system maintenance talent both point to rely heavily on foreign contractors and inspectors, and contracting the strategic logic of automation, which stands for operational efficiency and cost optimization. And number 5 is talking about the risks and stretching growth and reducing the shipment. The porous shipment rate has gone from 58% in 2019 to 32% in 2023. Delayed expansion of omnibus have from major carrier airlines to full route from Kaohsiung and ship values to the large hub in like mainland China or East Asia. And next one, high investment risk and short-term rental. Digital and power automation require massive capital expenditure. However, instant competition from Chinese port and mounting political risk across the Taiwan trade for have caused shipping lines to shorten their lease term in Kaohsiung and making them highly to commit to a long-term equipment investment. And the next is there's a distinct lack of aggressive government subsidy and policy support for digital transformation. Like our operator shows pretends to adopting new tech, while income tax like specialized maritime and home operational domain is and next one talking about the strategic improvement of Kaohsiung Port. First, we introduced Kaohsiung Port face a lot of several challenges in global maritime industry. Intense competition for transshipment cargo, and the growing hand of ultra-large container ship vessels in deep water infrastructure and immense press to reduce emission. To maintain its economy standing, Kaohsiung Port is actively promoting the Transmart 2.0 plus upgrade plan, aiming to match its 2030 visions. And this plan outlined improvement measured around 5 strategic pillars. The first one, this is our table content, and the number 1 is pillar 1 is special yard structure and harbor infrastructure upgrade. The first one is murdering existing yard machinery and integrate automation and remote control technology into steam handling equipment. Introduced by AGVS and closed loop workflow. This may minimize the on-site presence of staff and just only increase workplace staff. And into structure based transition and planning and develop scientific and well structure plan to relocate work site and allow gas space and when shipping cargo flow from developers into new smart capital picture revolution to supply chain. Number 3 is looking about Kaohsiung Port Terminal Second project by TAPC is a global landmark for fully automated smart terminals. And also, we're talking about smart gate, appointment, and GPS fleet management. And like a GPS on truck and link into an app slowing real-time wait times. This empowers drivers to optimize their schedule and easier port traffic and reduce idle times to support couple in the range. And that's why it's install AI and OCR cameras on bridge crane to automatically read truck plate and container sealing. And this system is operations by fully eliminating the need for the manual verification. Number 3 is comprehensive digital roadmap by stakeholder group. You can see the short term is data integration. Launch open APIs to replace legacy apps like TVNet or CPT with a single entry fully sharing data model. And digitalization is convert ship animal into electronic mailing fees. And talking about the window to low a single window build an IMO campaign maritime and national single window and legal. Next one is update the node like blockchain or identify key to attach 100% paperless workflow. Next one.
Industry comprehensive digitalization roadmap by stakeholder groups for public-private partnership. Urgently construct a port community system serving as a neutral, collaborate digital platform, exchange real-time data between public authority and private entities, strictly adhere to international data protocol, and resolve cybersecurity legal issues via structural law pilot project. For the private sectors, shipping lines, terminal operators, logistic providers, short-term, mid-date, digital literacy, upskilling from C-level executive down to staff, standardized data connection with downstream transport partners, including truckers, budgets, to prevent last mile information price spikes. Medium to long term, assess and launch minimal viable project, relying on AI, IoT, and big data, eventually leverage share with the data pools within the PCS platform to roll out a shared economic business model, sharing warehouse, trunk fleets, and container chassis to generate new revenue streams. Pillar 4, Innovation Incentives and Policies Adjustment. Economic incentive programs launch career subsidy structures and rewards programs to ease capital expenditure pressure, raising the willingness of private firms to invest in digital transformation. Crowdsourcing solution from tech startups establish international maritime startup competitions inspired by models like the Future Harbor Award to tap into innovative crowdsourced tech solution to solve Kaohsiung Port's specific operational bottlenecks. High-level talent acquisition and management strategy, shifting to proactive talent mapping. Top tiers capitalize automation architects, advanced control system engineers rarely respond to generic job postings. The organization must invest in talent mapping to uncover where these schools professionals are located and build early stage talent pipelines to ensure operational continuity instead of reaching only when a critical role is vacant. Crafting a compelling recruitment narrative, define an inspiring corporate vision for Kaohsiung Port that demonstrates to executive candidates that despite regional market headwinds, join a massive smart port project like a container terminal number 7. We present a prestigious high impact career leaps. High-level talent acquisition management strategy, development, AI sourcing, director headhunting, elite candidates are generally well retained within large port authorities, major ocean carriers, evergreen, Yangming, our global technology conglomerate. The port must utilize AI-driven profile parsing combined with aggressive direct head hunting to engage this passive candidate pool. Partner with specialized executive search firms. Leverage the network of specialized headhunters, focusing on the maritime and the supply chain sectors, such as KI talent, employing flexible models such as pay per interviews, eliminate upfront retainer fee risk higher, yielding a short list of qualified interview-ready candidates within 7 to 10 days, keeping smart ports project timeline completely on track. Conclusion: Kaohsiung ports have made impressive strides under the Trans Smart 2.0 framework, moving toward its 2030 vision of a smart port. Landmark achievements include the launch of a fully automatic container terminal number 7, deployment of the independent 5G network, widespread IoT infrastructure, and AI-powered 3D digital twin system for vessel monitoring. Yet the digital transformation phase stubborn obstacles. Data remains fragmented across the siloed regulatory platform. Shipping lines hesitated to share sensitive information on the PCS, and the workflows are only partially digitalized, still tied to paper-based delivery orders. On top of that, the shortage of high-tech talent and the steady outflow of mechatronics and IT specialists to better paid semiconductors and offshore wind industries strengthen operational stability. The port's next challenge is no longer about ending hardware, but about integrating systems, standardizing data, and empowering its workforce to sustain progress. Thank you. I'm sorry.